Yams, what up, YouTube? Pardon me here, fellas. Pardon me. Yeah, I normally get on my channel with my whole 89 or 88 subscribers, and I'm not on here that often. But I talk about the Yamaha. Okay, I see you, Mr. Postman, in there jamming. I talk about the Yamaha, or I talk about the Camaro SS. But today I want to touch on something different. I'm a 47-year-old resident of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And like a lot of places, a lot of cities, a lot of areas in this country, we have a violence issue here, to where you have young men who resemble myself, but now they're under the age of, man, these streets are so bumpy. Phew. Y'all know you feel everything in these Camaros. They're involved in violence and killing each other. We've had over 1,000 shootings in Philly. I believe we've had either close to 400 homicides, or we're getting close to 400 homicides. And I'm actually around where PNB Rock grew up. I'm at I don't know how you say the word, Osceola, and is it Topahaken? Coming up on Bainton now. And it's a shame what happened to that brother. I'm more of a, I'm not really with the newer rap like that, because I never heard of my man, and I feel bad about that, especially him coming from Philly. Of course, we know Beans and Black Thought. Whew. That's a bad boy, right? Let me stop the car. What's the album? Cheat Codes. I'ma say this. People may get mad at me, but I'ma say this, and I mean it. Black Thought might be the best rapper I ever heard. That's my opinion. You could say what you want to say. Man, you can say what you want to say, but that's a bad boy. That's a bad boy. Shout out to Kamal, class of 93 and 94, King. My class and the class after me. I believe Eve came out in that class. Kamal from the Roots played the keyboard. I know your other name too, that we know you by. Well, I knew you by when we went to King. Shout out to Jay Black. Definitely did his thing, radio station. And shout out to my man Touchtone. Good looking out for the Wu-Tang tickets, even though I couldn't make it to the concert. Was feeling a little under the weather. But let's go back to my little rant real quick. I'm not understanding how we have all of this black on black violence nationwide, not just in Philly. And I'm not going to talk about white on white violence or Hispanic or Mexican mafia type of stuff that somebody was mentioning to me. Or what about when they do? No. I'm talking about in my city, where I grew up since 75. Coming out, my man. Where we've had babies. I believe it's been 4 babies, not toddlers. 4 babies been shot. Have been shot in this city. In Philly. So, my other side of this rant is, where are all of these civil rights leaders? When the police do it, y'all want to get on TV and get interviewed and be on MSNBC and CNN with Don Lemon and Joy Reid and my man Benjamin Crump. He want to hire, people hire him, and it's money to be made when the police do it. But when we're out here doing it to each other, nobody says shit. pardon my language. Nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. And I just don't get it. Where's Al Sharpton? And I'm not trying to take away from his past civil rights enactments, not enactments, his past civil rights gangster, I guess you could call it. Nothing but respect for him for back then, for the civil rights movement. But I'm in this Camaro going over some cobblestone. I'm in Germantown. You're from Philly, you familiar. Beautiful part of the city too. This is just a beautiful part of the city. My mom's behind me. But where are, ooh, I'm scraping. I feel like I'm watching an ASMR video. Where are all of the civil rights leaders? Where are all these civil rights people? Where's Black Lives Matter? Where are you? Where are you? I still don't even know where the headquarters is for Black Lives Matter. I don't know who runs Black Lives Matter. You just see them when the cops do it. But all of these young black men and women and babies being shot out here on the street, and nobody says anything. I don't know when the last time I seen Al Sharpton on something. I guess he has to sit back and wait for the cops to do it. Then he can make some money off of it. So I'm gonna leave it there. I just want more people to be involved, you know, because it's the community. The police don't run anything. The police aren't the police without a community. You know, and I'll say this, I've been in law enforcement for almost 18 years. We can't do anything without the community's help. The community calls 911. Yeah, we see some stuff sometimes, but they've made it to the point where they don't want us doing anything. We're not proactive anymore. They don't want us doing anything. They don't want us doing anything. So we have to really rely on the community to be our backbone, to be our eyes and our ears. What are you seeing out there? People who lived in North Philly their whole life, West Philly their whole life, Germantown their whole life, Roxborough now seems like, Mount Airy. Mount Airy and Roxborough used to be nice places to live. Not anymore. And I'm not going to say why. This stuff isn't going to stop. Because there's no punishment now. There's no repercussions for these violent actions that go on. These over 1,000 carjackings in Philly. That used to be a LA thing or a West Coast thing. Over 1,000 carjackings now in Philly. We had 300 and something last year. We got over 1,000 this year. Carjackings. So now it's a quality of life issue where you can't ride around in the car with your kids without worrying about somebody tapping on your window saying, let me get that car. I have to ride around on edge. I'm in this Camaro. I don't know what somebody may try to do. And I have to keep something next to me that could take somebody's life. And I'm not into that. I've never shot anybody in my career or in my life. Never pulled my gun out on anybody. I've been shot at 3 times though. And let me tell you something. You don't hear the boom from the gun. You hear that bullet go by first. And then you hear the boom because the bullet travels faster than the sound. I'm sure some people out there are familiar. You hear that phew, boom, phew, depending on how far away they are. Phew, boom. That's something I never want to hear again. And that's something I wouldn't want somebody else to hear. Not coming from me. But now it's a quality of life issue where you can't ride around and feel comfortable or safe with your kids or with your parents, your grandparents. I'm here now to see my 96-year-old grandmother. My mom keeps riding back and forth trying to get my attention while I'm leaving this recording, this video. So I had to ignore her. But that's all I'm gonna say, man. You know, I'm gonna try to go back to the Camaro after I handle some more business. I'm gonna put some headers on here like I did with my red one. And that's another thing. Y'all charging Challenger, y'all Mopar people need to cut it out. Stop riding up next to me trying to get me to race you doing this dumb stuff. Stop riding next to our police car. Peeling off and all that stuff. I wonder why they're doing that. Because they know nothing's going to happen. But I had to tell this young man, you saw my channel, when I told him my car just riding down the street, somebody made a left in front of me. Say, hey, it's all fun and games till you bang out somewhere. He said, I ain't worried about that. I said, there's cameras everywhere. I ain't worried about that. That's what he told me. And I guarantee you, he had a scat pack, and I ain't Mopar. You know what scat means. In the animal world. But I ain't gonna talk junk. I like the cars. I just don't like some of the people that drive them. I lost my train of thought. It only takes one time for something to happen. Just driving normally, and you bang out. But when you're doing all of this crazy stuff up and down Broad Street, you're gonna hit somebody. You're gonna hit something, another car, an object eventually. But y'all do y'all. Y'all do y'all. Have fun. But that's all. That's all I got. So y'all be safe out there. All my Philly people, young and old, show each other love out here. This is the city of brotherly love. We have the best food in the world, the best sports in the world, the best neighborhoods in the world. We killing all of that. No pun intended. We're making this city, historically this. Come on, Philly. Come on, y'all. Come on. And come on to these civil rights people. Come on. These activists and all of them. Come on, y'all. Come on. Say something. Do something. Help us out. Because something can happen to me next week, and I won't be around anymore because of some dumb stuff. That's all I got. Y'all stay cool. Peace. Yeah, I'm out here, Pastorius and Bainton, just to add on to my other video. This is the memorial for PNB Rock. Another young black man lost to the streets. Even though it didn't happen in Philly, it happened. It just doesn't make any sense. So, like I said in the other video, earlier, because I'm gonna link this one to the other one. I never heard of my man until he was killed, and I feel bad. I feel real bad about that. But he should still be here. It just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, and there's no outrage. Nobody's saying shit about anything. And this is a popping little neighborhood. They building houses over here. They got my man up there. I don't know if you can see him up there doing stuff to the house. There's people over here doing. It's a nice, it's a nice area. But yeah, this is where my man came from. So we lost another Philadelphian, and I'm just hoping we don't lose any more. So, all right, I'm done with it.